Hi guys, how you doing? Kizzle Kicks back again with episode number 17 of our Southampton career mode. First of all, this episode we're going to look at a quick recap of the business that we've done in the transfer window so far. So we'll have a quick look at the ins and outs. You're also going to see us take on Chelsea in the Community Shield and our season openers as well. But as you can see, Julian Draxler and Ramirez are the two players to join the club. Several departures: William Carvalho, Graziano Pelle, J. Rodriguez, Gardos, Reed, who is out on loan incidentally, that's not a permanent move, Hesketh and McCarthy have all left the club, generating quite a bit of money for us to spend actually. The majority of that going on Draxler and Ramirez. They cost, for the pair of them, around 23 million. But you can see then we've got some more action in the transfer window. We weren't done there. More offers coming in for Fraser Forster, that one from Leverkusen. And one here from Juventus. We're not interested in selling him, as we said in the last episode. It's very stressful trying to sign a replacement goalkeeper once you let your current one go. But you can see here, you remember from the last episode, we put in a contract offer to Kurt Zouma. Chelsea accepted our bid of £5 million and he accepted our contract, so he has joined the club. Welcome to the Saints, Kurt Zouma. Great signing. We needed another centre-back and he's got all this ability really. All the attributes that a good centre-back needs, so we're pleased to welcome him in. You can see Jack Stevens then, a young centre-back. He's going to move to Doncaster for £120,000. More interest in Shane Long from Europeans elite clubs. This time it's Milan coming in with a £7 million offer. As I said, we don't care about the money. We're not selling our goal scorer. They're hard to replace. He was a top scorer last season. He's not going anywhere. So, time to get down to business. Community Shield time. We didn't win the FA Cup or the Premier League, but because Chelsea done the double, second place in the Premier League gets to play in the Community Shield. That, of course, was us. So we're pleased with that, and although it's not a great trophy, it's a chance for us to pick up some silverware. So here we go. Walking out at Wembley Stadium, we're pleased to play there. There's the Community Shield in all its glory. Firstly, let's take a look at the Chelsea side. You can see Costa starting up front. Keita, Balde Keita left wing, Thorgan Hazard, Willian on the right, John Obi Mikel and Matic holding, and then their familiar back four. We're going to have a look at our team now. Forster, Klein, Fonte Zouma making his debut. Got Schneidlin and Ramirez against his former club in the midfield. Draxler, Vidio, Henderson, and then Shane Long up top. You can see here we got off to the worst possible start though. It looked as though Zouma had everything under control, but he had his pocket picked by Willian, and eventually the ball is played in by Balde Keita. I think that's how you pronounce his name. Anyway, the young winger, he lashes the ball past Fraser Forster into the roof of the net. Just 6 minutes on the clock, and our first appearance at Wembley gets off to an absolute nightmare start. You can see there the mistake from Zouma, but what a great finish. No chance for Fraser Forster. Ramirez then looked to equalise immediately after. His effort from distance was plucked out of the air by Courtois. He would love to score against his former club. And then some brilliance from Jordan Henderson. Sees him bend the ball just inches wide of that top corner. It was a fantastic turn and then a really good effort. He just tried to curl it round into that far corner, but it was very, very close. Very unfortunate not to score. Vidio then with a great chance here. His effort was saved from Courtois, which we piled on the pressure. Shane Long cuts inside. He tries to finesse one and pick out that far corner. It's again saved by the keeper. But Vidio, just before half-time, uses some good trickery to get into the box. Cahill with the challenge. Sees the ball go out for a corner. The ball is whipped in. It's a very dangerous cross. And against his former club on his debut, Kurt Zouma rises above everybody to equalise right on the stroke of half-time. We thought he might not celebrate out of respect, but no, he's celebrating all right. He is delighted with that one. So we go in level at the break. We look to get off to a positive start in the second half. You've got Vidio running down the right-hand side here. He crosses the ball in, and Julian Draxler, of all people, times his run on his first appearance, well, first competitive appearance, shall we say, for the club. Timed his run to perfection and met the cross and slid the ball past Thibaut Courtois. It was a very composed finish, but Diego Costa almost instantly getting Chelsea level. You can see his header coming back off the inside of the post and rolling across the line. Draxler then nearly puts us 3-0 ahead. His effort is well saved from Courtois and eventually cleared by Willian. We then decide to make a change. Draxler, after giving us the lead with this effort, it's a clever finish in the end, just wrong footing Courtois as he shot across the goal really. Sadio Mane, a player who wants to play more, comes on and he's immediately involved, picks up the ball wide left, cuts inside and thrashes the ball past Courtois into the top corner of the net. Immediate impact from the substitute and a fantastic celebration to match. And he really is staking a case for himself now for a first team spot. But it's going to be difficult for him now, especially with the arrival of Draxler, who is top quality. But that's a fantastic finish. That's exactly what you're looking for from your wingers. But at the other end then, Chelsea puts under pressure. Thorgan Hazard picks out his brother, and his effort is saved from Forster. The corner comes in. Cahill with a free header, but he heads wide. Very disappointing from his point of view. Greaves-Callaghan then comes on and is immediately involved in the move with a clever back heel. The ball finds its way through to Vidio. Yeah, it was Vidio. Finds its way through to Vidio, and he thrashes the ball in 4-1 to Southampton. You can see here a very good finish, just smashing the ball into the far corner. But we were caught napping. Fabregas nipped the ball over the top. Some comical defending from Ryan Bertrand, and Fraser Forster comes out, but is beaten to the ball by Eden Hazard, and it's 4-2. But as you can see, not many minutes remaining on the clock, so the game is really beyond Chelsea at this stage. You can see here they're looking to come forward again, but the referee does blow the full-time whistle, so we have managed to pick up our first trophy in this career mode, albeit the Community Shield. We don't care. It's just nice to get some recognition from our good performances. You can see here, up comes the confetti, the red and white confetti. The Charity Shield is there, all the players celebrating. Very, very good confidence booster as we look to begin the season and begin our title challenge.
Certainly is, because there's only so many teams at the start of the season can come away with it.
So we couldn't dwell on that. Back to business now in the transfer window. More offers coming in for Fraser Forster, this time from Hamburg. That's not happening. And then it was time for the season opener. All the pre-season was done. The transfers were done for now. We had to take on West Brom with what we've got. First trip to the Hawthorns. Not an easy place to go. We're going to look at that West Brom team. Ben Foster in goal. Very good goalkeeper. You've got Sessegnon, very creative. Graham Dorrans as well. And Brown Idei up front. They could all cause us problems. We're going to have a look at our side. We decided to go with Forster, Klein, Fonte, Zuma, Bertrand, Ramirez and Schneiderlin holding in midfield. Vidio on the right, Draxler on the left, Henderson and Long. So it was the same team that won that Community Shield against Chelsea. And here we go. The season is underway. We nearly got off to a dream start. Ramirez skips past his man. 2 minutes on the clock. Fantastic effort, which is saved from Ben Foster. But Sessegnon out the other end shows his skill. Skips past Zuma and hits a left-footed shot, which is well saved from Foster. Foster and Forster. That's a real tongue twister, to be honest. Going to have to get used to that this game. Thank God we only play them twice a year. But Shane Long turns his man. He's got a chance to put us 1-0 up in the 26th minute, but he hits the post with his left foot effort. We move into the second half then. West Brom managed to keep us at bay throughout the first 45 minutes. Draxler then looks to find a way through. He couldn't. Sessegnon again skips past Zuma, who was having a poor game in truth. His effort was just inches wide. And now you can see just 12 minutes remaining. If we were going to win the game, we were going to leave it late. And we do the unthinkable. Shane Long comes off, and 67-rated 17-year-old youth player Greaves-Callaghan is going to make his first Premier League appearance for the club. It's a surprise to see Shane Long going off, especially when we need to score. But Greaves-Callaghan was immediately involved. He shows good pace and strength to get past his man. And what about that for a finish? 5 minutes to go on your first Premier League appearance for your club as a 17-year-old, and he does that. Reminded me of the goal Wayne Rooney scored for Everton, but this one, he's just bent it round Foster. It's a fantastic finish. He has finally beaten. Fantastic technique just on the instep then, in off the far post. No chance for the keeper. And Callaghan was involved again just moments later as Draxler feeds the ball in to him. He gets a little bit fortunate here. The ball ricochets off the defender, but it bounces back to him, and he's going to make it 2-0. So he come on with 10 minutes remaining, scored with 5 minutes remaining, and now he's sealed the victory in stoppage time with his second goal. It wasn't the best goalkeeping from Foster on this occasion. The ball was, he was very fortunate that the ball rebounded back to his feet after bouncing off the defender. He doesn't care. He's got 2 goals on his first Premier League appearance for the club. West Brom very nearly, well, they put us under pressure and put the cross in there, but we got it clear, and the referee blew the full-time whistle. There's the star man, Greaves-Callaghan. He stole the show today. You can see what the win means to new captain Morgan Schneiderlin. And it's very, very positive start to the season for us. 2-0 victory, clean sheet, 2 solid goals, a decent performance in truth. It could have been more, but we're happy just to get the 3 points. Jake Flanagan then, he's going to move to Dusseldorf as we go back to the transfer window. He moves to Dusseldorf. Shane Long, offer coming in for him from Celtic. That's, of course, is going to be rejected. But as far as inbound transfers go, we weren't done there. We are just going to reject an offer for Calvin Davies here from Reading. It looked like we thought about accepting it, and then we decided no, actually at the age of 38 with the low wages, he is a very decent backup keeper, so we will be keeping him on board. So then there was another offer. James Ward-Prowse was the player in demand. West Ham coming in with a £4.7 million bid. Now with the arrivals that we've made, we did think that James Ward-Prowse's game time would probably be limited but we did want a little bit more than the 4.7 million that they offered, so we've negotiated that. We sent a £7.5 million counter offer. We know we need another centre-back. We've just brought in Kurt Zuma, and Andre Hoffmann is another defender that we're looking at, the young guy from Hanover. So we put an offer in for him, and we're still deciding to try and use Osvaldo, who we're not going to use, in a swap deal for another striker. Luis Muriel is the player we've gone for on this occasion. Hector Bellerin, we need more cover at right back. Nathaniel Klein being the only right back in the squad. Hector Bellerin was on loan with us last season. We decided to try and bring him back in on loan again. Lucas Podolski, he's a player here. You can see we're trying to use Osvaldo in that deal to bring Podolski to the club as well. Osvaldo's wages are quite high, so offloading him would free up some of that budget. Gabi Agbonlahor then, a quick striker from Villa. He was someone we were looking to bring in. Andreas Weimann as well. All of these we're looking to use Osvaldo as a makeshift. We're just seeing what offers would be accepted, and then we'll negotiate from there. Charlie Austin as well, some of you guys have suggested. So we looked, again, Osvaldo going to be used as bait in that deal. Emmanuel Adebayor, another name on the list. He is a proven goal scorer in the Premier League when he gets game time. Not all of these offers are, of course, going to be accepted, but we're going to try nonetheless. You can see here that the Weimann offer, Aston Villa have accepted that. So we proceed to offer him a contract as an important first-team player. 35 grand a week, that's very reasonable. Villa also accepted the offer for Gabi Agbonlahor. He wanted slightly more money, so we offered him 40k a week. And you can see Hector Bellerin is going to join us on loan. Welcome back to St Mary's, Hector. You were there with us last season in that fantastic year that we had. Hopefully you can be part of the squad again for this one. You can see as well, Udinese have accepted our offer for Luis Muriel. Now, he's a fantastic player. We decided to offer him £32,500 a week. Lower wages than Gabi Agbonlahor and Andreas Weimann. So if it comes to a choice between the three, we would have to think very carefully, but the lower wages are in his favour. Hanover asked for £5.5 million for Hoffmann. We agreed to that. We made that offer. And a guy that a lot of you would like to see at the club, you keep suggesting it, is Harry Kane. £7 million bid we've put in for him. That's as far as the transfer window goes before the next game, where we welcome Crystal Palace to St Mary's. Always a tough one against Palace. We always seem to struggle against them. And they're a very well organised side, very resilient. We're going to look at our team then. We decided to give Gaston Ramirez a run out in that cam slot over Jordan Henderson. Henderson's been very quiet of late. Several average performances. Other than that, it's a very familiar side that you're used to. Ramirez and Schneiderlin, their partnership continues to develop in the holding midfield role. We're going to look at the Palace team then. Wilfried Zaha's in there. Yannick Bolasie, plenty of pace. You've got Shamak as well. Mariam Shamak. Is that his name? That is his name. Up front. Damien Delaney and Kelly as well at the back. Very accomplished defenders. But you can see here Shane Long is going to pinch the ball. We're going to dispossess the defender. 15 minutes in, and Shane Long does apply the finish. So did take him to the second game, which is outrageously disappointing for a man that got 30 goals. But we can't argue. Hopefully that's the first of many this year. He had another go here, and his effort deflected, very nearly dropped in. Joe Ledley tipped the ball over the top for Jordan Much. He had a volley that went just over. And then just after half-time now, the first half was quite quiet. Ramirez very nearly doubled our advantage. But poor defending here enabled Palace to have the opportunity, and you can see the header here crashing back off the post. They're very nearly level, and Bolasie got free down the right. His cross found Joe Ledley, another header coming back off the woodwork, so we were very, very fortunate to still be in front. But you can see here Shane Long picks up the ball, 15 minutes to go now. He skips past the defender, smashes the ball into the back of the net. 2 goals this season already for Shane Long. Just another 28 to go to match last season's tally. And Greaves Callaghan come on after that. He had the chance. Could he get another goal? Unfortunately not. It's a fantastic save to deny him. What a story that would have been if Greaves Callaghan could add another Premier League goal to his tally. We're not sure how much game time he's going to get this season. We only brought him on because the game was won. But he looks very lively indeed. So we picked up the 3 points in that game as well. It was another 2-0 victory, so we were pleased with that. We're going to end this episode with a look at the table. You can see that we are second. Ourselves, Stoke and Arsenal are the teams with 100% records so far. You can see that it's been a very disappointing start for Liverpool. A win and a draw. They're in 7th place. Oh, it's not that bad, actually. I just saw them in 7th. Man United, it's the team I meant to say. Just picking up the 1 point so far, and you can see Chelsea are up there as well, and City, both in the top 5. They've got a win and a draw, 4 points each. And you can see down at the bottom, newly promoted Watford are struggling. They're in 18th place. I think West Ham are bottom, yep. They're yet to pick up a win. Neither are a point even, nor have Reading. But that's going to bring the episode to a close, guys. Make sure you follow me on Twitch and Twitter. The links are in the description, and we will see you again with another episode.